Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Commissioners Court meeting for this October the 10th, 2022. We'll start with the opening pledge of allegiance and prayer. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And Commissioner Williams, will you lead us in prayer, please?
Bow with me. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this day that you have granted us. Father, be with us as we do the business of Mills County. Guide us and direct us in all our actions. And Father, let us bless our country and our county with rain abundantly so that we can feed our crops. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Okay. On the amended agenda number 2, review and act on minutes of September 26th and September 29th.
I have no corrections.
If no one has any questions, I move to approve both of them.
I second it.
Okay, we got a motion for Commissioner Guerin, a second from Commissioner Williams. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Audience with individuals. Okay, thank you, Sonia. Okay, review and act on accounts payable, number 4. Any questions or discussion?
Looks all pretty normal to me. Any other question? I make a motion that we approve the accounts payable as written, as presented.
Okay, we got a motion from Commissioner Williams. I'll second that. We got a motion and a second. All those in favor for accounts payable, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None. Okay. To the action agenda, consider and act on burn ban.
No, wait.
Oh, I'm a consent, excuse me.
Consent agenda.
Consent agenda.
If no one has any corrections or questions on the consent agenda, I'll move to approve it.
Only one I have, Jed, is I just wanted to make note, if you will look at the EMS, Jed, on the second page. The last one, the 30 minutes to 59 minutes, just to make notes of the court, see that there was 4 of them that were over the 30-minute mark. Just to make sure everybody knows that. Okay. That's the out of the city limit. That's in the county. And I'll second Commissioner Guerin's motion.
Okay. So on the consent agenda, we got a motion by Commissioner Guerin, second by Commissioner Williams. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it. Now let's go to the action agenda. Number 4, consider and act on the burn ban. I wish we would have to go through these at times, but we know what the weather situation is like. I contacted all 4 fire chiefs in Mills County Friday, and they're all in consensus that we need to put the burn ban back on due to the dry weather. Most of the counties around us have already enacted a burn ban. Hamilton County is acting today on whether they're going to put it on or not. Comments, questions?
I think it's dried out enough. We ought to go ahead and put it back on.
I reached out to, Ed Sanders, and he agrees that we probably ought to put it back on. And Dale, you reached Horch, right?
Kevin, yeah, he said it's dry enough,
Yeah.
particularly with the fact that we got deer season coming on if we don't start getting some rain.
Well, in the forecast, we got a small chance maybe this weekend. It's just not looking good on the forecast.
Yeah, we were supposed to have some yesterday though, too.
Yeah, I know. So,
Well, who
Jed,
did? Jed got some.
yeah, Commissioner Garen got some rain yesterday, not much though, right, Jed?
Yeah, that's what you call it, one of them 9-foot rains,
Yeah.
drops 9 foot apart.
I make a motion that we enact the burn ban.
And
I'll second that.
we got a motion from Commissioner Williams, a second from Commissioner Garen. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So the burn ban will be put back on as of today. I guess what time will it be, Jason?
Usually starts right now.
Right now.
She did it, yeah.
So 9:09 a.m. Okay,
Or what it says on here.
okay,
as soon as it gets signed.
okay,
No, it says effective at 12.
12:01.
12 o'clock, yeah.
okay. So it'll be enacted at 12:01 p.m., right?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Number 5, consider an act on bond for new deputy clerk. Sonia, do you have any comments?
Standard bond that we have for all of our employees.
Well, welcome aboard. Glad to have you.
Sympathy.
Well, I'll make a motion. We approve the bond for the new deputy clerk.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye. Ayes have it. Okay, number 6, consider an act of transfer of ballistic vests from the Mills County Sheriff's Office to Gulf Lake CISD and Mullen ISD. Previous Commissioners Court meeting, we discussed this.
I make a motion that we act on transferring the ballistic vest from Mills County Sheriff's Department to Gulf Lake Consolidated ISD and Mullen ISD.
Okay, and I'll second that motion. So we got, pardon? Well, Commissioner,
It's just one serial number apiece,
for each campus.
each campus. It's on the, you want to include that serial number? Okay, so would you let me amend that emotion?
Yes, go ahead and amend it. Start again.
It's 2 vests.
Yes, sir.
I make a motion that we transfer the ballistic vest from Mills County Sheriff's Department to Gulf Lake ISD with serial number 10067-906 and one ballistic vest to Mullen ISD with serial number 10067-903.
Okay.
You still second it, Judge?
Yes, sir. I'll still second that motion. Any other discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None opposed? The ayes have it. And Sonia, did you get a chance to write those numbers down? Okay.
Thank you.
Number 7, consider an act on resolution for Texas Indigent Defense Commission grant program. Commissioner Williams, I think you had some comments maybe on that.
Well, so if everybody remember, this happened many years ago. Judge Falk and Trina actually helped with Ms. Richardson, is that her name?
Yes.
Nita Richardson, yes.
Nita Richardson, and we got this indigent grant. We coattailed off of Collin County, Vale, I mean, a whole bunch of counties, and we're able to get on their coattails and got this grant. And so, we used it for many years, and this is just a resolution that we do every year. That's kind of the history. We've done it. I don't know what year it started, but it was several years back. So when, Judge Folk was in office.
Okay.
Any questions?
Any questions, comments, discussion?
I make a motion, we approve of the Indigent Defense Commission Grant Program.
Okay, I'll second that. We got a motion from Commissioner Williams, second from me. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? None. Motion passes. Okay, number 8, consider an act on declaring multiple items in the portable building as scrap.
I asked to put that on. Good. I know it's been very confusing on what's going on. I had a list and Jason sent me another list.
So the list that I created was the one took off of your list from the written list, the one that was scrap and surplus. I have went through everything that I can find in that building, and the only thing that I see worth keeping is, I didn't move it down there on the bottom, but is the air conditioner, the filing cabinet, and the microwave. Everything else in there is junk. I mean, the mattresses have stains all over them, the bed frame is no good, the desk is maybe so-so, but everything else in there is just junk. I kind of tried to find serial numbers, and then I went off of Mike, off your writing, and I mean, some of that stuff, it doesn't make sense what it is, but there's the list. I think we did clear all that as scrap and get rid and just throw it in the trash, but that's me.
I tried to call Cowboy Love about this, and it was, I was wanting to sell everything out there at the auction. And he will not sell anything that's not farm related, is what I was told, and I had to wait probably 2 weeks before I got that answer from him.
Okay.
But, I like them on this, whatever y'all want to do with it. Like I say, I don't think precinct 1 wants any of it. And I know, Dale, you'd mentioned that you wanted the air conditioning unit.
Yeah, we'd try the microwave and air conditioner unit. I think Sonia and them, then y'all get the file cabinet, or gonna get the file cabinet.
Okay.
The rest of it, I just put it to sleep and declare it's.
Even though it's
empty building.
scrap, even though it's scrap, it still has a value. That's the deal I look at it, is that I know some of the metal stuff, we need to put it in a pile of metal. And try to get rid of all of it, sell it, with the court's permission.
Okay.
Well, there's very little metal in there. There's that one bed frame,
Correct.
and then the twin beds I don't think they're all wood. Those bunk beds.
Well, the metal chairs, I think there's some in there.
Well, those 2 metal chairs, I mean, you're gonna spend more money driving over to the
Yeah.
scrapyard than you
Well,
are.
I was gonna put them out and.
Then throw them in the dumpster.
Eventually get rid of them, just depends on what the court
Yeah.
allowed me to do.
Well, I'll make a motion to consider an act on declaring the multiple items as scrap, except for the 2 or 3 items listed as surplus items, which is the AC air conditioning window unit, the filing cabinet, and what else was there, Commissioner
It's the
Williams?
microwave.
And a microwave.
What's the deal with the other stuff? I mean,
Well-
the surplus stuff.
It's all listed as scrap except for those 3 items.
So they can all be thrown away
They'll be thrown away.
or taken to the recycle bin.
The paper that you gave us, Jason, or you sent out to everybody, I don't know what straight means.
I mean, scrap.
Scrap, it's just a
But it says
misspelling.
straight.
Well, that was that, yeah, but it misspelled up there, yes, but if you want to go down to spelling, you can look at a lot of these are misspelled down here because
Sure,
that's what it's
I
on. Your
understand.
list is misspelled, Mike.
That is correct.
I think it's just a,
It's a misspelling, yeah.
We had a lot of it. I got this off the inventory, the two guys in inventory, and I tried to get the best I could. And I made two really different lists of it, so
yeah.
that's all I have.
Okay, any more discussion? So I've already made a motion on this.
Also.
We got a motion and a second. All those in favor for declaring these multiple items as scrap, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Ayes have it.
Did you get the microwave serial number and stuff? Did you want to?
I get that I can.
It's on, it's like the fifth one from the bottom of the sheet.
Okay.
You see it?
I'll get it.
Okay, got it.
Thank you.
Number 9, discuss old EMS building. I'll set this up. County Attorney Health, if there's anything I need to add, let me know or you can speak to. So we had a public auction maybe a month ago. We did not have the minimum bid reached. So we discussed about what to do again. One possible, there's 3 options we can do. We can have a sealed bid, we can have a public auction, or we can have it listed with a broker company, real estate company here in Goldthwaite or wherever in the county. The deal with the sealed bid, I told the court I would check. So to do a sealed bid, County Attorney Hale showed me, or someone did, you must have an appraisal done on a sealed bid. Well, I contacted Mark Campbell in Brownwood, who does a lot of appraisals here throughout the county and Brown County. And he's about 2 months behind, and the cost to do an appraisal for that property, he said roughly $2,500. So we're here to discuss, no action can be taken, but discuss the old EMS building. I think we're all in agreement, would like to get this thing sold sometime. We got to go through the process, of course. County Attorney Hale, any comments I've left out?
Yeah, I mean, said basically you've got the 3 options. You can have the part that thinks Prater deal on the auction last time, minimum bid. We can have a redo on an auction and have a reduced.
Yeah.
Minimum bid, that would be one option.
Can you lower the bid to whatever we want, or do we have to go
Well,
by that appraisal?
We have to do whatever the court resolution says.
Okay, so it doesn't have to be by the appraisal district's number. That's what we went by last time. Okay,
The appraisal is required for sealed bids, but it's not for the auction. You can. But I mean, last time was the court set the appraisal district. Appraised value as the opening minimum bid. And that didn't work. So if you wanted to go the auction route, I would suggest, number 1, you could have it appraised if you want to. Or number 2, reduce, I think it needs to have a minimum bid,
Yes.
whatever that is. Maybe you guys can decide what you want it to be. I don't know, maybe get a broker, you still get it, right, you broker, right?
Real broker's opinion.
Generally, just one thing better. I would become fair asking property. That's usually a lot less expensive than the appraisal, because the appraiser has to have
Comps.
It's a lot more expensive. You can have a broker that, or just set a minimum amount, whatever you want to do. But if you want to go the auction route, you can have a redo on that, or again, the other 2 options, you can employ a real estate broker or seal bid price.
and if you went to real estate broker, it probably shouldn't go to the judge, huh? That
No.
would be conflict. of
No,
interest.
no, no.
Be a different broker.
Yeah, I know other brokers we can get.
Well, by going to real estate broker, would we not get it out there more than what we're getting it?
You know, I'm a big fan of realtors, real estate brokers, and real estate agents. I think most of them work pretty hard. They probably get the best price they can for property. Again, that's just another option.
But
You'd be, the court would have to decide who employee, and the statute says broker. It doesn't say agent, so you would have to, there are real estate agents that work under a broker. You would have to employ a broker.
But
to
you-
do that.
You'd still have to set a minimum of what you wanted, correct, to the broker, or does the broker decide that?
You can just employ a broker, give them, I don't know, pick a number, 60 days, 90 days, and advertise it. And, come back with a proposal, and at that point, you either take it or you don't. You're not locked into it even if you employ a broker.
We've got numerous good brokers and agents in Mills County. That my issue would be, I'd rather have more of an open listing, so everybody can be included, but you probably wouldn't like that, would you?
Well, the
And-
statute doesn't allow that.
Okay,
It says employ a broker.
and that's the problem. I'm worried about, who to get, who do we choose as a broker, because we have very many good brokers. Yeah. Well, that's
That's
what
what we did out, we did that in something. Did we employ a broker on, in something?
maybe the land where the jail is.
Where the land where the jail is, wasn't it?
Is that what it was?
Yeah, when the Owens guy bought that, what, right, Jed? Jed, did we do that?
We had Cowboy this auctioneer at all.
Oh, just auction. Okay.
We did.
employed a broker for something, I remember we had executive sessions in there where we interviewed.
Yeah,
one of
I
them.
came in there. Yeah, you hired whoever you hired a broker to do that.
That was on the jail property that was sold.
This good?
No, the new jail.
That was on the 10, 9, 7, 8 acres that was left over for the jail. We,
Well, maybe it was the,
sorry,
ones that up the scene.
the Quonset hut and the old. This jail across the street, if you start talking old jail, everybody thinks you're trying to sell that one. This one.
1888 jail.
Anyway, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
We got, we
Go
got,
that route.
yeah, we hired Cowboy to
Okay.
sell this old jail and the
Senior center.
senior citizen center with the Quonset hut up there.
Okay.
And Cowboy sold, we advertised, he advertised, and we sold both of them.
Okay. Well, again, there's three options. Again, we're just discussing all the different options today. There's advantages and disadvantages, it looks like, to each one. So we just got to go through and figure out what we're going to do.
We had to put a bid on each one.
Yeah, we'll have to have a-
minimum bid.
We'll have to have a minimum bid. And again, if we did the public auction, we could get a broker's opinion, which is very inexpensive from one of our brokers in the county. And again, like Mark Campbell said, to do appraisals, you gotta have comps, like Gerald said, and there's no comps, similar properties like this in the county. So it's very hard to get a rough value.
Yeah.
And as we know, there's a lot of issues to that building, roof, electrical, plumbing. So, any other questions or discussion on this?
If you went the broker direction, could we contact the brokers and see what their thinking is, since you're gonna get an evaluation from them?
Sure.
Whichever one's got the highest evaluation, go
Sure.
to them.
Yeah, I mean, that's basically one of the things we both about, is make their own determination. You know, you gotta ask them price, and you gotta negotiate your price, whatever. That would certainly be a proper question to ask whoever you're.
It's,
Boy, what they thought they could get for.
Judge,
Yes,
when you get a broker's opinion, is that usually, is there a fee included with that?
maybe $100,
Yeah, that's sort of the fee for doing that, but it's, generally, it's not, it's near as much. as a full blown price.
Okay, I didn't know,
Yeah.
I've never got one, so I didn't know. So.
Yeah, and again, the appraisal quote I got was 2,500. Okay, any other questions?
Well, you can get a broker's opinion, I'm sure, from a local broker a lot quicker than Mark Campbell. I know Mark Campbell, and he's an excellent appraiser, so I'm
Yeah,
criticizing him, but you can get a broker's opinion a lot quicker.
Well, I think, Judge, we need to put this on the agenda for next
I agree.
and make it an action
Yeah.
item.
I think that's a good plan. Okay. We'll get that on the next agenda. And make a decision which route we're gonna go. In the comments, County Attorney Hale, is that it? Okay. Okay, number 10, discuss new EMS building. I'll start things off. We had the groundbreaking ceremony on Friday. Everything went great. I was talking to Commissioner Williams. It's been a great team effort. Many agencies, groups, departments, people putting forth effort. And it's going to be one of the nicest EMS buildings in the Central Texas area. And what is good about this is from the COVID relief money. So it's not costing our Mills County taxpayers any. Guy, did you want to give a latest update on what all is going on?
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Guy.
Yeah, it was, Friday was real good. We got off to a good start on it, good communication. I met the superintendent, his name's Gene Baylor. He'll be my counterpart. So, he and I will funnel all the information between each other, all the information I get, I will bring back to the commissioner's court. Every time we have court, I'll have an update, and, everything that, we do here will go through, Gene Bailey, through his through the contractors, through basic IDIQ. So that way there's no one's left out of the loop. There's no confusion. There's no subcontractor out here going, oh, well, so-and-so told me, everything's good. We're going to use that channel. That's good. Right now, we are waiting on the drawings from Mueller, which I was told would be the 21st at the latest. And once we get those drawings, I'll get those from Terrell Harris, the area manager, and I'll bring them to the court. And the court can look them over, like them, give it a check. It'll take 2 weeks after that. They'll get returned to Mueller. 2 weeks after that, we'll get what's called shop drawings, where they will have their wall plates, weld plates, excuse me, with the blueprint for the weld plate. That way, once that's done, it'll be about 2 to 3 weeks out when the concrete will start. So they'll start building the forms and everything. That's sort of a timeline. For next commissioner's court, I will have a color chart for the concrete. What they're going to do is, what they're proposing to do is, instead of just coloring the top of the concrete, they just mix it in. So then it's all the same color. So if you chip it, it's still the same color. And then when it's all said and done, you'll put a finish on top of it. So that's one of the options. If the court decides to go with that, the other option would be tile or whatever. But I'm getting ready myself.
Well, let me ask you a question. So you're gonna say that timeline again, he's gonna, by the 21st, you're
Okay.
supposed to have.
He will have the drawings from you, the initial drawings for us to approve. The overall building, make sure everything's where we want it. And there's all the rooms, everything. So once you approve that, it's a simple matter of saying yes or no. He gets it back, sends it back to Mueller, and then it's going to be 2 weeks approximately for them to send the shop drawings, which will be the foundation where they put the weld plates in and so forth. That's when the construction can actually begin on the foundation. Once that we reach that point, it will be 2 to 3 weeks before they're ready for the concrete.
So that's pushing it. If you're going by those times, at the earliest would be November the 11th. So, okay.
And it can be what he does, Terrell Harris does is once he gets the shop drawings back, he notifies his concrete crew, and it's generally 2 to 3 weeks for them to get everything together. He wants to make sure there's no issues with the drawings, so he puts a little bit of space in there in case there is. We can get corrections made without a timeline on that. As far as the pad right now, if the commissioners are okay to go ahead and get a trend, level it out, there's only going to be an 8-inch lift on the building once everything's level. The pad itself will be an 8-inch lift, and you can get all that ready and then the survey so you can do the same with core samples and all that other stuff. I'm going to keep what I'm describing as a hard file, which I'm gonna take pictures as we go. I'm gonna keep a hard copy of all the paperwork that's involved in this, and I'll just keep it in one unit, and then that way the commissioners have access to it, instead of trying to make 5 copies of everything, if that's okay with them.
Okay,
We do have the price of the building locked in.
Yes, sir. What we do is we can make, changes. You can make changes, like say, for instance, you want to add a couple of spigots on the outside, water spigots that weren't talked about before. That would be a little bit of an increase, or you may decide you want to take something off. Those are, it's incidental. The price is locked in, but if you want to make these changes, then the price will adjust accordingly.
The only thing, we were talking about it the other day out there when we met you. The EMS keeps talking about the distance, but they're talking about a 3-point back end. I don't see why they didn't need that if they got drive-through.
I agree.
I mean, they need room to circle out and circle in. But if you got drive-through bays, it shouldn't, if the distance is adequate for circling through.
We laid out the building and where we set those flags, there's 50 feet from the front of the building at the doors to the fence. So they required 45 to 50 feet. So we're set. We have plenty of room on the back side of the pad. There's at least 12 to 15 feet. And we're only required to have 10 feet all the way around the building for what basic IDIQ is requested. The way it's flagged out right now, it meets everything. So there shouldn't be any issue. They may choose to keep the back doors closed and back end. I don't know, but that's options. All the doors will be motorized, since there won't be any AC or heat. I'm going to assume that they're going to keep those doors open during the summer so it can cool off and close during the winter. So, but it makes exactly what you're saying. It makes sense.
okay,
So talking about the pad work, falling off on that, we need to, I need to get, see if some of the other road hands will come up there, and I think we can do it in a few days, but we need to move some material. And, so on the west side of the old pad, we want to kind of level that up with the material that's there. And then I think we're going to have to bring in some good crushed material, maybe from Scott McCoy or wherever. And,
okay,
and then the other thing is we've also said we want to fix the drainage problem up in the impound yard.
okay,
And that may require some riprap from somewhere, so we'll have to bring that in.
okay,
I'd like to get started on that. I mean, I know we're short road hands in the county, but the sooner we can get that done, because he's roughly saying 5 weeks, and they're gonna be here.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna have to get started. I mean,
I would think with what pad we got, if we shoot it with the transit, maybe drive some steel posts in each corner and mark it. Start hauling dirt and get your base under your building.
yeah, and we'd like to borrow either one of you two guys have the water transport vehicles, either your trailer or the truck. We'll need to borrow that if I want to go.
Factor.
Yeah, and so.
well, I'd say time is the essence, so let's get going as soon as we can.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to start this week if y'all are available, if any of y'all are available. I know that you don't have a clue what y'all are doing this week, so. Y'all look at your schedules and let's see if we can maybe start on some of that this week, I think. Anything else?
Yeah, I learned one other thing is whatever pit we get the material from, we're gonna need to get a sample of that. It's gotta be approved. For
Okay.
compaction. So,
Okay,
They're a nuclear density test.
Unless they already have one, does
Have one. Probably get off the Sound Farm. The guy that's doing the engineer that's doing our subdivisions. He's our go-to man. And he'll he can get a sample from Scott, or he can get it farmed, that'll save money, because he's $160 an hour windshield time for that. So,
Can you get a hold of him and ask him?
I will stay in touch with, Terrell Harris on when they're gonna have their surveyor out here. And as soon as I know something, I'll let you.
it'd be great if we could have had one down on the surveyor.
Yeah, that's,
Correct,
that's,
yeah.
It'd be fine.
Yeah. Because we've got it marked out within a foot or two where it's gonna be, so.
and I really think that the corner on the, was that northwest corner there is gonna be the low spot.
Okay.
I think that's gonna be it, and so I don't know how much, but it's gonna be
Well, we
close.
can get out there with the train.
Yeah, I got the transit in my truck today, so.
Okay. Well, Guy, thank you. And again, this has really been a team effort. And of course, Judge Smith started this process. We want to thank him for his work. And we look forward to jumping on this as soon as we can. Thank you, Guy. Okay, number 11 is Commissioner's request and reports. Commissioner Wright?
I have none, thank you.
Okay,
We're finishing up hauling material, that way we can help Jason when he gets ready, so. That's whenever you want to start, Jason, just holler. That's all I've got.
okay. Commissioner Parton?
We did get our concrete project completed on County Road 199, it's back open. We're working on one of the belly dump trucks now. I'm minus one hand, maybe we can get that all settled and cleared up by the end of this week. And so that's, about all, hurry up and wait.
Okay, thank you. Commissioner Williams?
Yeah, the big thing is what we just kind of talked about was getting the pad done for the EMS building, so. I'll reach out to y'all and make sure, I think the water is gonna be the main issue, make sure that when we grade that over, all that's gonna be loose on that far end, so we'll need to pack that in. And then move in that other material, so I'll get with y'all, hopefully by the end of the day. Also let you know that, Wednesday afternoon, all the way through Friday, I will be in Austin at this, doing my state delegate stuff down there all the rest of the week, so try to get it for a child welfare board.
Yeah, when, this Friday or next Friday?
All the way, this Wednesday, all the way to Friday,
Okay.
so,
Okay. Is that it?
I think so.
Judge's report, again, great news on the new EMS building. Next month, I was gonna let the Commissioners Court know, I'm gonna get a guy named Victor. What was his name again? TAC, Sonia, the risk manager, Victor Ivali, that's his name.
Uvallis?
Victor Ivali, yeah. And what the Texas Association of Counties does is have our property insurance in all the buildings, liability insurance, workman's comp, auto insurance, and he's kind of the risk manager for our county. And our main deal in the county is always safety first. We want everybody to be safe, especially the road hands, people on the roads and whatnot. And we may look at doing some kind of a safety program, just always encourage safety first throughout the county.
Judge, I was gonna do one in November,
Okay?
but we're kind of guessing on what's going on with the road hands.
Yes,
so-
I understand. Yes.
So. I don't
We're
know
still
what's
looking.
gonna happen there.
But again, and of course, this lowering our rates is always what we want to do and save taxpayer money. So he's going to give a little presentation, 10 or 15 minutes, which I think is a good yearly deal to go over. So that's all I have. Pray for rain.
One question, and are we gonna make sure the lights are on for the music fest?
Yes.
On the courthouse,
I've already contacted Guy. He's already left. Yes, we got the outside lights going to be on that weekend.
and they all work and stuff like that, or do you?
There's one issue with one over here, but I think he's looking into it. So as far as I know, all the lights are working. He had them on for a while. I approached him about it. We turned them back on about 3 weeks ago. Looked good, but then the issue, the crickets came up. So that's why they're turned off again. So cricket season will hopefully end pretty quick.
Well, do we have anything to do? What have we found out about this music fest?
Well, the city of Goldthwaite's in charge of the streets and whatnot. One thing I did talk to Guy about, and no, I talked to actually the owners of Southside. was about making sure there's plenty of trash cans outside, so hopefully nobody leaving bottles out in the streets.
Well, the mayor commented yesterday at church, it's a church thing, but he said that, they're gonna block off the street like they used to do for the street dances.
Yeah.
And so that's all he knew that it was gonna go on, so it's all I told
Are they bringing in porta potties?
him. I have no idea.
Don't know, probably would have to, that, if there's that many people.
It'd be a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, any other reports?
I move we adjourn.
I second it.
Motion's been made and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn.
You know, some things take a while, but adjournment is always real quick around this place.
Gerald, good luck on the farm.